Hello, and welcome back to Crystalcraft. So I've done some stuff off camera, mostly getting this in position. And also, if you're wondering why my level is down to 9 when we ended off at 28, that's because I've been doing re-rolling of things, and also enchanting my armor with low-level enchantments as well as some of my tools. Mostly, I was doing re-rolls because I wanted a Riptide Trident, and now in the enchanted table, it's Riptide 3, which is what we want. And because of that, we now need to get up to level 30, which is one of my goals for this episode. Another one is to get mending books. So I've gotten a chest of some resources we're going to need to go deal with a couple villagers. Now, primarily, this isn't going to be too bad. And over here, we have our bed, and we have a little planter there. Here is where the door is going to be to come in with the sculk sensor and stuff. Only problem currently, I don't have the sculk sensor there and working, as I kind of also need a second sculk sensor so I can set it up properly with the different angles of sound. Or actually, it shouldn't be too difficult. All I need to do is set it up in a little bit of a different fashion. It's nice when I talk aloud because I follow things and under things better when I talk aloud. Anyways, mostly, we're going to be dealing with this. So let's mine this barrel and get all our resources. We are going to need to go get some more cyan terracotta, but that's going to be about it. So let's get going, I guess. Off to a village. What the... What is... Wait, is there something... What... Wait, what is that? Why is there a giant... Wait, is that a... What? Why is there a giant cobbled deep slate circle? Who built this? Okay, I haven't been on basically all day because I was editing episode 1, which I just finished getting out as of my time of recording this. Who built this? The only person I could think that honestly would build this was Landon. Because Max is over there with his hole, and Landon, I don't know what he's doing. Dude, you're a little close to my base. Like, and considering my base is expanding out this way. What is... What is happening? What is Landon... Is this Landon's base? Hold up. We're going back to my base. And I'm gonna quick go put a sign asking who this is. And the question has now been posed. Whose build is this? Hopefully next time we check back, there will be a response. But I don't know whose build this is. I speculate it's Landon. Also, we do have a new member that's joined. Her name is Riley, not to be confused with the other Riley, which is a guy, which also happens to be living in the same place as the new Riley, all the way over there. It's going to be a little confusing, but you'll get used to it. Anyways, thought I should mention that, so you don't get surprised when somebody new joins that you don't recognize. But, yeah, it's becoming night. We should sleep, and then we'll head over to the village and start working on that. And hopefully, we'll get a response to whose build that is. Anyways, I gotta go meet you at the village. And we're at the village. The village is just behind me. Oh, one of the trees grew. That's nice. Anyways, I'm over at the village now because this is where we're going to be dealing with a couple villagers. I just kind of set down a hexagon right here so we kind of know the format of exactly what we are building. So I'm just going to do this for now because this is probably going to be about the size. So I need the white concrete, and hopefully, with a little bit of luck, this gets built pretty quickly. Now, the one thing that I kind of forgot to do is I think this one, due to its size, we're actually just going to do kind of one block here. And I think that'll be fine. We don't have to do too crazy. It's only one block. And the size isn't incredible. Also, this isn't terracotta. This is concrete. So let's replace that real quick. Anyways, I'm going to build some of this up. And Yeah, I'll show you it after. Sheep, are you okay there, buddy? And, the building's done. Sadly, one thing that I ended up realizing is, okay, I have to break this door because I need a piece of stone. I kind of screwed up. Uh, One thing I did not realize was the village only actually had one villager. So I needed to go get more villagers. The happy guest, I will explain why I have done in a second. So Riley is also dealing with villagers at the same time. So it was kind of fortunate that I could then actually go get some from his villager breeding pit. So essentially, what ended up happening on my end is I needed a lot of bone meal. We know I need a lot of white dye, and also other things require bone meal as well. So I ended up going to the Nether and found a Soul Sand Valley, which is how I ended up with this guy. And also, I ended up giving one to Riley as well, and I got a couple music discs of tears. So that was pretty nice. So, through the music discs of tears and bringing dried ghast over to Riley's base, we ended up actually hatching happy ghasts. His is yet to hatch as of the moment, but mine hatched over there, and I brought a boat with two of his two villagers over so we can start breeding it up. This guy I still need to get over as well, but I'll just make another hole in the ceiling and drop him in. That won't be too difficult. But for the moment, this is kind of what we have. I need to get another piece of stone for the buttons, which sadly this is all smooth stone, which is a little annoying. But we can also just mine like straight down like here, get an extra piece of smooth stone. Uh, and I run right into coal. That is kind of funny, honestly. I did not want coal, but I will honestly take it. Can I? Thank you. Server lag, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to continue just kind of mining some coal here and get that set up. And I'll see you guys when we start having villagers. So, yeah. One. And I've been doing some work with villagers, as you can see. Some of them are breeding up behind me, and one just bred. And I have a couple nice things here. A Fletcher and a Librarian. Librarian is selling mending, which is very good. I already do have one mending book from it, but I've been working on trading more with the Fletcher, which is pretty nice. It's a little expensive. There's a lot of sticks involved, but still. It's not too bad. Up to 18 emeralds now out of the 24 I need, so it's kind of nice, but it's also like, you're expensive, man. But one of the good things is we have almost all of the villagers, I believe. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a lot of villagers. I don't actually know how much exactly right now. All I know is we need 12 total, which, if there's 12, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stop moving. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, do we have 12? Wait. Did I see? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, wouldn't you look at that? We do actually have all the villagers. Now, outside, yeah, this is a bit of a problem. We need to fix this. But luckily, it won't be that big of a problem once I get other things situated. I need to get the villager breeder one, which will kind of be more like this, but in a more slightly controlled environment. Compared to this, I just kind of did this so I could get it done quickly. And, well, it shows, to say the least. But hey, we do have the 12, which is good. I just have to chill here around here for a bit. And we do have some pale oaks out there, as you can see one of them. There's the happy gas flying around, as I talked about earlier. Yeah, let's quick hop outside. Nobody run. Good. Anyways, we have more pale oaks. I'm gonna get some more stuff chopped down and traded to get the last mending book. And then, well, time to head back to the base and put that mending book on our good old trident. I have been using it because it's just a lot better than a stone sword. And considering we're getting mending this episode, I wasn't too concerned about using it. Anyways, I'm gonna see you back at the base when we get the mending books. And we're now level 30. Well, just some villager trading and stuff. Landon and Riley are currently online. But we now have 30 levels, meaning we can now get Riptide 3. It's just Riptide 3, which is a little disappointing, but we can easily get the mending on it. We'll just have to get a Breaking 3 at some point, but that's fine. Mending on that one, and also mending on this one too. So, nice. Now, we can easily yeet ourselves around the entire world. Let me just deposit some of my copper. And we're currently on our way to Riley's place because he managed to get an iron farm set up last night, apparently. And I'm currently going to trade him a stack of honeycomb for a stack of iron. Honestly, the iron's expensive. I'm going to sell honeycomb for half a stack per diamond. And he's selling iron 32 ingots, sorry, per diamond, which honestly is kind of expensive, but honestly, kind of do get it, but still, it's like, that's expensive, man. So I don't know where his iron farm is, but we're gonna try finding it. He just said I can just put it in a chest, so that's just what I'm gonna do. Oh, here's the iron farm. Yeah, this makes sense. The circle and stuff, yeah, okay. Now, real question is, where's the way down? Right here by the looks of it, which... Yeah, that definitely is it. I forgot you can get string from iron farms. Honestly, we may end up making an iron farm ourselves, which we probably will because of how expensive the iron is, but we also aren't going to be needing much iron. Also, his happy gas is looking amazing. I left before his happy gas was hatched, and it's looking great now. Also, apparently they now have some jack-o'-lanterns at their base. Interesting. Halloween's like a month away, guys, but hey, don't look too bad. So I'm gonna put, I guess, just the honeycomb and stuff in this chest here, and that's just kind of what we're gonna do. So, yeah, nice. We got another stack of iron, which is pretty good. So maybe we'll do some hunting and stuff for some tridents right around here. Landon needs some tridents for his XP farm, which I have no idea how it works. And I'm also missing a trident, which is not ideal. That is an insane trident. All it is missing in Breaking 3. Sarah ended up getting some really good books from fishing. Like this one, for example, that has mending. A couple really nice things, honestly. Which... Wait, how much fishing has Sarah been doing? Because that is kind of rare, but... She does also have a maxed out fishing rod, so... Not bad stuff Sarah has, but we're just gonna actually, you know what? I'll take the pufferfish, honestly. We can use a little bit of this, so let's, I guess, just jettison ourselves around underwater here until we find some drowns, I guess. Hello. And we are in the Nether, making another tunnel. Because the connection between mine and Riley's base, or at least the kind of basin area where three of us are building currently, isn't quite that accessible to him, and he is quite far. Ethan is as well, but honestly, it's not worth trying to get to his base because it's only really one person, and Riley has 3 living with him currently. So we are going to finish another tunnel. We are relatively close. We have the cords posted in chat here. So all I have to do is tab in whenever I need to look at the cords. It's not too far. It is a little much. We are getting a lot of netherrack, which I'm not too surprised about, but it is coming along. And yeah, once we get this hooked up, then I think we're gonna work on getting a Fortune 3 pickaxe. I kind of just enchanted do a dance. Damn it. That sucks. I was kind of hoping they would do a dance. Anyways. Yeah, we're just in the Nether, and after we finish another tunnel, I'm going to see if I can get a Fortune 3 diamond pickaxe. So, I got lucky and got Breaking 3 and Efficiency 3. Damn, why was that so hard to say? I don't know, but yeah, we just need to get a little more done. And yeah, then we'll have Riley connected up, which is going to be amazing, because getting to him is going to be so much easier. I still primarily want to use Riptide for things, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So, well, that was pretty successful. I was kind of bored and waiting for Villager Cycle to reset so I could get more XP for more trading, because Personally, I don't like spending a bloody fortune of sticks on a single emerald, so I decided I'm going to do a raid. The raid turned out pretty successful, actually. We ended up getting a totem of dying, and also, if I can find the Fletcher, we can add... Oh, I don't have... You're still at 48! I saved your village, but yet you haven't knocked them all the way down yet. Honestly, disappointing. But whatever, it's fine. 17 and... What? These got knocked down, even though the prices are kind of the normal price anyways. Whatever, that's fine. I don't care too much about the trading for the moment. All that I know is we are level 30 now, so... Enchanting that pickaxe is kind of one of our main priorities now, actually. So, it is Fortune 3. I made sure of that. So all we have to do right now is head back to the house. And then, we have a Fortune 3 waiting. Now, we did actually get some good stuff. Like this. I didn't realize this book until I realized it just now. Depth Strider 3 and Power 4, that's really good. We're going to take the Depth Star off that. And also, another loyalty book. So that's kind of actually really good. Anyways, we are going to work our way back now. Actually, hold up. What am I doing? I can take the emeralds from there, put that there, put it there, bring the seeds out, put sticks there, and give you the item frames. Anyways, regardless, I'm going to see you guys back at the base once I've also grabbed everything. So, yeah. Let's get to enchanting. And now I want to talk about something I want to do later. And we're back at base, and everything's sort of back into its chests. Now, time to enchant. Fortune 3, please give me more than just that. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. What possibly is on the other ones? I don't know. We're not going to worry too much about it. All that we know is now we have a great Fortune 3 pickaxe, which is amazing. Luckily, with now Fortune 3... Oh, Sarah joined. Let's say hi. Basically, our next main thing right now is we got to do some mining. So, with the mining, I do want to go somewhere else. I don't know where, probably somewhere over that way. But one thing we do have to do for next episode is actually get a lot of resources. Just a lot of terracotta, a lot of sand, and a lot of gravel. Mostly because we are making another one of these. Because I want to set up the bee farms. Which the bee farms are going to be set up over in the next one over here, going this way. So we need to do a couple things. One, get a lot of gravel, sand, and terracotta. I was able to go to the nether and get a whole bunch of wrong chest. Bone blocks. So we have the white dye. The white dye is fine. The blue dye, we're pretty good on that. I think cactus is the only thing we're kind of short on, which is here. I kind of want to do the cactus farm next, but at the same time, I do also want to get the bees going. So, I think what we're going to do is possibly both. Though, there was another thing I want to talk about. And that is regarding cakes. I have 37 cakes. I think I'm going to get maybe 4 or 5 stacks of cakes. And then we're going to pull a prank on one of our friends. Giving them a lovely little, you could say. Or actually, you know what? Let's just... Yeah. Let's give him a house. Anyways, then another thing we do need to get done, kind of immediately that I want to finish up this episode, is the door. The door is the immediate next thing. It is non-functional. None of these buttons work, and also none of the buttons are supposed to work, and these do absolutely nothing. Essentially what I need to do is, if I can get under here, is... under these 4 spots, these 4 spots here, I need to place wool. Reason why is a skulk sensor is going to be going here to detect any activity that's right around here or, you know, there. And it shouldn't pick up anything else because of where we'll be. So I have to calibrate it, which isn't going to be that hard. But then we got to turn it into a little bit of a pulse extender. So we have a little bit of work there, but it won't be too bad. So I'm going to design something in Creative quickly. And then we're going to translate this over into Survival. So, let's simply get at that, I guess. I have no idea what's going on with that right now. But that's about all we're going to do. So, let's get it set up. And the door's done now. So, there was some changes that I didn't particularly like. I found out Skulk sensors are not as good as I thought they were. Especially for the situation I want to use them in. Which is a little disappointing. So, we end up just having a button method. Button goes out. The button goes in. There's a couple comparators for delay, so you can easily get in, and that's about it. Not exactly what I wanted, but it still functions, and it's fine. So, our current situation is now we're doing pretty good, but we need more resources. And what I mean by more resources is we need more resources to build another one of these over here or over there. Now, I did some exploring off camera after I finished making the door. So I ended up getting enough sea lanterns to make base 1 conduit. Not the best, but it's not the worst. Now what I think I'm going to end up doing is take a couple buckets of milk, find Ocean Monument, get some TNT with me, and go bust it up. Because I feel like that'd be really fun. Because honestly, it'd be pretty nice if we could get this up to a full stage conduit, so I have the whole area covered. That would be pretty nice. Now this will work for what I do need to do in the next episode of building another section right over here. But, again, it would just be really good if we could just get a full-size conduit. Because going around and finding little ocean ruins to get sea lanterns objectively was not the best. Also, when I was out, I accidentally died. It was not the most interesting death. I was running around, wasn't paying attention to the game, and cliff edge. And I jumped off a mountain, basically, into a cave. Not the best. But we are now fine. I did get all my loot back. The only thing I lost was, well, 2 items, technically. My spyglass, which I remade, and some iron nuggets. But that was about it. We got everything else back. So we are doing pretty good there. But we do now need to get going on more resource gathering. Now, obviously, I did get a Fortune 3 pickaxe, and I have been doing a little bit of mining here and there. So we end up getting a couple more stacks of redstone, a couple more stacks of iron, some gold, some coal. But that's about it. Also, yesterday, it was Minecraft Live. And it was announced that the Copper update, the Copper Age, is coming out on Tuesday. Today is Sunday. So, I want to get some copper. And what I mean by that, of some copper, I mean I want to get about 4 or so stacks of copper blocks, or more. So, I want to go do that now. Now, since we also are basically the only people on the server with honeycomb, we do have a little bit of a situation that is really good. Now, obviously, I don't have much honeycomb at the moment. Also, we were able to get a creaking heart, so that was pretty nice. But, since we're essentially the only people on the server with honeycomb, and also outside of the next section will be producing me honey and honeycomb, which is going to be really, really good. But we also are going to be needing to get a lot of cyan dye, which is honestly my current problem. So we may be doing 1 or 2 of these sections, I don't know. All I know is we are going to need a lot of sections. So I'm going to do a lot of resource mining, get a lot of copper, and then see you back. And I do also need to get more cake. We do definitely need more cake.